Hello and welcome to BannerSportsJournal.com. I'm Chris Schnabel along with Brandon Gill. We're here from Verizon Wireless Arena where the New England Liberty will play their first game ever. Now right now they're struggling a little bit. They're 0-2. They're going to be playing the Chicago Bliss who are 0-1. Brandon, how are you doing today?
I'm really good. I had a really good week this week. How about you, Schnob?
You know, I'm always pretty good. I'm always loving life.
Good.
I'm like a butterfly flapping my wings.
Always a good time to be around.
Always a good time. Well, right now we're not going to bring you more about the LFL. That'll be something for our Twitter handle to do, so stay tuned to that. You better stay tuned. Right now we're going to talk about the NBA Finals that just wrapped up. The Cleveland Cavaliers pulled off the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history, winning 3-1 over the Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry. Where was he in the fourth quarter? Splash Brothers choked it away. So, Brandon, give me your input just of the NBA Finals as a whole.
The entire NBA Finals. Well, very, very much pleased because this was one of the greatest finals I have ever seen in my life.
Undoubtedly.
You couldn't have asked for a better game. You know, Game 7 down to the wire, 2-3 points behind. How else could you want it?
It would have been upsetting if it was a blowout, but it wasn't a blowout. Ooh. That's the best part.
Yes. Blowouts on the way, but Cavs were able to pull through at the end. And so sad to hear that Golden State pulled a classic and loses 3 straight.
I was going to say, we had a conversation on the way up here. If you don't know, Verizon Wireless Arena is actually in Manchester, New Hampshire. And we had a conversation on the way up here talking about the MVP of the finals. Now, the MVP was LeBron James for anybody that lives under a rock, but somehow it goes on their computer. I don't know who that person is, but it's for you. He was the MVP of the finals. But who was it supposed to be?
My opinion, so it's a slightly unpopular opinion, Kyrie. I understand LeBron may have led the stats, you know, in most points scored, most rebounds, whatever other stat you want to. Yeah. But when it came down to it, you can have the most of everything and still lose a game. The man who hit the game-winning shot or the shot to take the lead was Kyrie.
My thing with it is that, yeah, he's MVP of Game 7. He's not. He did do good in those wins, obviously. But first of all, let me just say, him and LeBron together were amazing. They finally were clicking after a long time of not really coming together. But my thing is, LeBron was the Finals MVP, not just Game 7 or Game 6 or Game 2 or Game 5. He was the whole finals in a whole, and he led in rebounds, steals, blocks, points. We can go on for days. He was number 1 in all of it. He's the only player in NBA history to ever do that. I think the thing is, LeBron, when he got to the finals, first of all, he wanted to win that finals. Second of all, he wanted to show, because he said he kind of joked on Steph when he won a second MVP. I think he was trying to say, listen, you guys are really putting me under the rug here. You're acting like I'm 45 years old or something.
Already
I'm not Jordan on the Wizards anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still relevant. And then he came back and he showed it. And I think he was well deserving of the MVP personally. He did miss a lot of shots though.
He did.
He missed a
lot.
You know
what?
Shots.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm throwing it out there for you guys and just clearing the air. I am just a little bit of a LeBron hater. You know, I'm on that bandwagon. So
you're
I'm
jelly.
still a little salty.
You're
I'm
a little
still jelly. I'm a little bitter.
Jelly. That's
you know,
what it is.
I got no problem admitting that.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little upset too. Now, for you avid Banner Sports followers, which I know all of you are, I mean, come on, who isn't, right? You guys know I'm an Orlando Magic fan and a huge Victor Oladipo fan.
I broke this man's heart the other day.
So we're sitting next to each other, and he shows me a message. Victor Oladipo traded to Thunder. My heart broke.
I saw the tears well up in his eyes.
Yeah, I couldn't function the rest of the night. Trust me, I couldn't function the rest of the night.
Oh, it was bad.
And I had to drive home. I was sitting there. I had the music playing. I'm sitting there contemplating my thoughts. I had Separate Ways by Journey. The streetlights are coming over the top of me.
God.
I'm just like,
should have shot a music video from all the hurt.
Yeah. It was unfortunate. You can hear them in the background right now. They're about to come out. So you'll see them practicing while we're talking. We're going to keep continuing here, though, on Banner Sports Journal. We're going to continue with the Magic because I got to talk about it. I got to get my heart out there. So they traded him for Serge Ibaka. Now, when we were we were watching the game, or we were watching the draft, I should say.
Yes.
I was actually explaining they needed a physical body at the power forward position.
which they got one of the best in surge.
They got one of the best defenders at the power forward position, if not the best one in the NBA. But they gave away 2 forwards, including the rookie they just got, and Victor Oladipo. They gave up a lot for it. My thing is, and I was saying this earlier, they can go for a guard in free agency. Now, when Scott Skiles was around, and if you read, I have an article online as well about the Magic, but it's about Scott Skiles, why he left. And Scott Skiles left because he wanted to switch up the guard position. He wanted a shooter, and he wanted a driver, and Oladipo and Payton are drivers. And they just went through with his plans without Scott Skiles. So it's a little upsetting. I can see where they're coming from. They're going to go for somebody else. They're going to put Fournier at the guard right now. You know, Beal's out there, DeRozan, which they're not going to get DeRozan. But I'm just saying he's out there. You know,
he's an option.
He's an option, exactly. There's some good guards out there.
Yes.
That's what they're looking at doing.
So still a majority of your team is very, very young.
Yeah,
it's nothing but potential. They got to be one of the
youngest teams. Maybe not the youngest team, but they got to be close.
Nothing but potential.
Yeah.
Nothing but hope.
Oh.
It's sad to see Oladipo go, but...
Oh, you don't even know how sad it is. I'm still internally crying right now. I don't know if you could tell. You know that earlier statement I said I'm always happy?
Yeah.
That was a lie. I'm not always happy.
That was one of those instances.
Sometimes I'm heartbroken. And this is one of those times. I can't hate the Magic, though. They seem to know what they're doing.
That's all right, dude. We're both going through heartbreak.
Yeah, let's talk about the Knicks real quick.
Oh, God.
The Knicks went out and they traded Robin Lopez. Who else?
It was Lopez,
Grant, and Barbosa?
Another youngin. Yeah.
No, Barbosa's not old.
Not
old.
Barbosa. Calderon.
Yeah, Jose Calderon. Still not young either.
No, but
and they got Derrick Rose and Drew Holiday's brother, Jordan Holiday.
Yes.
And a second-round pick, which means nothing.
You know what? And this is what upsets me. I'm not happy acquiring Derrick Rose at all because that man hasn't played a full season in 3-4 years?
It's been a while.
He hasn't played a legitimate season. He injured his knee. The first injury was out for the year. Came back, re-injured it, and then took the 3rd year off because I just don't want to play.
You know what?
Not that you can't do that playing in New York.
I read something, and he was actually heartbroken when he found out he was traded.
Rose.
He didn't talk to anyone in Chicago, and he didn't talk to anyone in New York. He didn't talk to any Knicks. He was still like going over like I was just traded away. The dude he was like born in Chicago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. There's actually a story behind that too. He ended up taking his high school number. He went to high school in Chicago, I guess.
Yeah.
He played with number 25, and
unbelievable.
He took that to New York as well. I'm upset we lost Lopez because he did play a role. I understand we got Chris
Kristaps. He was a defensive rebounder. That's what he was.
And he did that well.
Yeah.
Now we have the youngin Porzingis, who made an offensive, debut.
Yeah, very good.
Great player, but can we expect him to play on both ends?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. Well, also to do it again.
Yeah.
It's a first year. You don't know how it's going to be the second year. We've seen many instances where a rookie was very good a rookie year.
Yes.
And then went downhill from there on out.
So we've got Melo, Rose, and now Kristaps. We'll see what happens.
We'll see, and you can always get a center in free agency. There are some good centers. Al Horford. Yeah. You got Jakeem Noah. Dwight Coward.
That's what I'm crossing my fingers for. Is we get Noah.
And you know what the good thing about Noah is Rose knows him.
Yeah.
So maybe it's upsetting, but they'll have chemistry already.
Yes.
So 2 of the guys already have chemistry. It's going to take no time for Melo to have chemistry with anybody.
And then we have to work on our biggest issue, our bench.
Oh.
That's great. We got an all-star starting 5. Now let's get those others.
With Orlando, going back to Orlando.
Yeah.
Their bench isn't bad.
No.
It's just their starters are as good as their bench, and that's never good.
Yes.
Unless you have a bench full of Andre Iguodala's, it's not good. That's what Golden State does. Bench full of Andre Iguodala.
Yeah, and look, they still couldn't pull it off, even with the bench.
Exactly.
So.
And the Cavs had Kevin Love, and they won. So anything's possible. Anything's possible in this world.
It's tough out there, man.
Oh, man. Don't even get me started. Look at how unprofessional I'm being right now, putting my arm up here.
I was thinking about that.
I'm just trying to show everybody this beautiful field right now. You can't even see the players, can you? It's all right. You can see the beautiful logo. Look at me. Look, point right to it. Look at it. Yeah, move back. You see the logo? You probably see players about to do that. Want to get out of the shot.
This will be my first live LFL event.
Same here.
So, pretty interesting. I don't know. I'm not completely familiar with everything, but
Baseball's kind of like arena football. You know, much. Who's really familiar with that too, right? All right. So we're gonna take a quick cut. Be right back. We're gonna talk a little baseball. Got a little football on action. Stay right here at BannerSportsJournal.com.
4 tires right here. Stop on the sign. 4 tires. Go, 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 go. All right.
Welcome back from our little break there. You know, we moved the perspective for you guys. Now you can see some players.
We wanted to show you something other than our gorgeous faces.
Yeah.
A little bit of action in the background.
I know if it was up to you guys, you just want us like right here, right up into the camera, but it's not up to us.
It's not our show,
Higher
unfortunately.
Ups. Plain to them. BannerSportsJournal@gmail. Plain to them. So we're going to talk a little baseball right now. And the Home Run Derby's coming up.
Home Run Derby.
What do you want to see in the Home Run Derby?
I still am amazed every time I see these two guys, Trout and Harper. These guys, they're just massive men. They grab the baseball bat and they make it look like a toothpick in their hands. It terrifies me personally.
Yeah.
Because I used to play baseball and just...
I still play baseball and they make me look like a munchkin.
Oh, man.
I'm a pretty big guy. Yeah, you may not tell because of the perspective. I'm a pretty big guy. But I do not I look like a tiny man. Not even a man. I look like a child compared to those monsters. Some of those dudes are big. You know, Aaron Judge, who's in the minor leagues for the Yankees, he's like 6'8", 275. It's pure muscle.
And baseball.
Yeah, baseball. Chased 400-foot home runs. I couldn't even walk 400 feet. He hits 400-foot home runs. That was a bad comparison.
I'm at a loss for words, you know? It's hard.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
What do I do with my hands? It's hard, you know? The league is, every league just continues to evolve, you know?
It's crazy how these guys, back in like Yogi Berra and Mickey Mantle, they were like baseball players on the side.
Yeah.
These guys are born and bred to be baseball players now. They're born to be athletes. They're born to be athletes too.
And
look at that spiral. Bang.
I bet I can't keep up with one of those women.
Oh, I know for a fact I could play football, but I don't have stamina. I'm not really an athlete anymore. Well, kind of.
Pretty sure those girls will lay me out.
Oh,
put me on my, just.
I would be done. Yeah.
Natural born athletes. That's what it really
comes down to
nowadays. You know,
because it's like breeding basically. You know, you have an athletic husband, an athletic wife. You're gonna have an athletic baby. That baby's gonna be hitting further home runs than me, and that's a baby.
Pop.
Or you'd be like Ichiro and take 5,000 swings a day. You're gonna be able to hit.
That's hard work. You know, that's that hard work versus talent thing going on.
Maybe a little both though.
There definitely has to be a balance of both.
When Ichiro was like young, he was a right-handed player.
Yeah.
And I think his parents made him switch left-handed because he get the first faster.
Yeah.
That's nuts. And now he's like the all-time leader in Major League, not like MLB, but like all major sports, like Japan and America, and hits.
Oh wow. See,
and he's still going.
And that's just hard work.
That man might be in the All-Star game, and I'd love to see Ichiro in the Home Run Derby. You kidding me? I bet you that man would hit monster home runs. It'd be like, what?
I think I'll have more fun just counting all the home runs.
I bet you this is how good Major League players are. If me and him were on a team that hit home runs, and you combined our home runs together,
we wouldn't catch up with one player.
Beat Juan Pierre.
No.
That's how good they are, because we couldn't do it. I guarantee that. I put money on it.
It's a different game, you know?
It's crazy.
That's one thing like my old man would always say when somebody gets drafted to any sport, NFL, MLB, NBA, now you're playing with men.
Yeah.
Now you're playing with grown men.
Those might be some of the best guys in high school and stuff like that. But they might not be the best guys in the majors. In high school, college, they may have been beating their AAU teams, but once you get to the majors, it's a different ball game.
And there's a difference between playing, a 200-pound 22-year-old and then playing a 200-pound 27-year-old. He might weigh the same, but he's not throwing that weight around the same.
There's also a difference in a 300-pound guy like myself and a 300-pound mammoth of a man who's pure muscle.
This is very true.
There's a big difference on that side.
Very true.
You know, man, having a lot of fun today. Look at this. They're running plays down there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it right there in the corner. Running plays. There's a running play right there.
You know, it was a beautiful day, a beautiful morning.
It was.
It was a nice drive.
Nice
It was. It was a nice drive over here.
We stopped at a nice local place.
You remember the name of it?
Nope.
Because I don't.
I don't either. No free advertising. Sorry.
But surprising, you know, my first time in New Hampshire.
Same. Never been in this area.
You know, it was not warm, but it was small. It was cozy.
Cozy.
I like New Hampshire. I like New Hampshire.
Very, very little going on when we got here, though.
Oh yeah, but of course
we got here 3:30.
Yeah.
Nothing going on. Start picking up a little bit. I mean, there's a game going on. There's got to be something, right?
Yeah.
Where's the party at?
The after party.
Where's the after party?
Yeah, it's after the game.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter for the
you'll
invite.
Find after party, yeah.
You'll find out where it is as soon as we
You'll
find out.
get it personally sent to you.
But it should be an exciting day.
Yeah, I think so as well. Now, if you also have been following us for a while, they're playing the Chicago Bliss, and Allie Alberts joined us one time. Allie Alberts will not be here. She got hurt, and she doesn't play anymore. It's very unfortunate.
I believe she injured her hand.
She injured her hand, yes.
And she needed it for career opportunity? No, she was following her dream?
Yeah, well, I mean, she does dentistry.
Okay.
So you don't want to
your
ruin
hands
your
are
hand,
important.
doctor.
Yeah.
You don't want to ruin your hands. Especially if you're paying all that money for medical school. Yeah. You don't want to ruin your hand, you know.
Yeah. There goes your whole...
It's unfortunate, but
respect.
it'll be all right.
Respect.
Yeah,
Best wishes out. Hopefully your hand gets better.
Yeah, no, really. I saw it. It was gruesome.
Hopefully it gets better.
Yeah. Feel better. I know you're listening. Let's talk a little NFL, seeing as we're already, you know,
the LFL.
Nose deep into football. Talk about NFL right now because we're at the LFL in New Hampshire. So the NFL, you know, the offseason's been great. Now, NFL.com or NFL Network, one of the two, they do this, they do a top 100 players.
Okay.
Now, they haven't all been released, to my knowledge, I don't think so. But I have a good question for you.
Uh-oh.
All right, so J.J. Watt is the best player in the league, right?
Okay.
Undoubtedly.
I'll put him up there.
Well, this is, I was reading, I believe it was NFL.com, I was reading something, or maybe I was watching something, and they said, when you're thinking of the best players, what you should really think about is in who do you think is the best? You should think of, well, if he versus this guy, how many times does he beat him? If it's 9 or 10 times out of 10, then he's the best player at that position. So say you take Antonio Brown, you put him up against Patrick Peterson.
Okay.
How many times is he going to beat Patrick Peterson?
What?
Out of 10.
7. I'll give him a 7.5 out of 10. Like
6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
Right? So how can he be the best player at that position? How many times would Calvin Johnson beat him? Would he beat him more? You think he'd beat more than 7.5 times?
I don't like
What's
that.
Half a time? It hits his hand.
It's, you know, you account for variables and whatnot, you know, but I don't know if I like that, because then you're just turning the entire argument into matchups. It's
Sure.
It's not just about
matchups. Yeah.
It's how that particular player affects the entire game, you know?
But this is the question. That doesn't even matter at this point. I was just bringing it up. The question is, J.J. Watt is undoubtedly the best player, not only because he's won
Just
3 Defensive Player of the Years. You can put him on offense. He has touchdowns. So who's your number 2 and why? Second best player in the NFL.
Oh, my God.
I'll go with Gronk because Rob Gronkowski is the most dominant, not only at the tight end. If you put him at wide receiver, he's going to beat a lot of corners. And the thing is, you can't put J.J. Watt on him, who's the best player in the NFL. You can't put a linebacker on him. He'll beat him.
That's the thing that irritates me about Gronk so much.
You can't put anyone on him.
You just can't put anybody. He just too big.
If he was
or
in a
he's
one-on-one
too fast.
matchup, you could put anybody in the history of the NFL, one-on-one matchup. He'll beat him probably 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10.
Yeah. And then, you know, me thinking and trying to defend my argument, you know, don't make it all matchups. But he does affect the entire game.
Yeah, because
so all the attention he draws.
This is why I brought that up real quick. He beats one-on-one matchups. You have to double team him. Now you're making Edelman open. You're making Amendola open. And now they got Marcellus Bennett. What?
Yeah, you
That's
got
gonna
it.
be dangerous.
You got it.
That's gonna be dangerous.
That's gonna be
That's what makes him so
trouble.
good. You have to double and triple team him
Yeah.
because he's so dominant. He'll catch that ball
Yeah.
even in double teams.
And then he's gone. And then you can't stop him after he
There's another
catches
one.
the ball.
Last year against the Broncos, the Pats unfortunately lost.
Yes.
But
Or fortunately, depending on which side you're on. Just throwing that out there.
But they lost. And it was fourth and I don't remember, fourth down. And everyone in the world, no, not even the world, everyone in the universe, you can go to Glocksmark 9, and they're like,
Okay.
oh, he's throwing to Rob Gronkowski right here. They
Yep.
threw to Rob Gronkowski,
Yep.
and he still caught the
Yep.
ball. And you know what
Yep.
happened? They got another fourth down.
And
He
guess where
said
they were
this,
throwing the ball?
Glocksmark 9 is like, they're going to go to Gronk again, or whatever language they speak.
But that's
and they did it again. He got a touchdown. They knew it was
a
coming.
great player, you know? That's
what I'm
great
saying. They knew
player.
it was coming.
And there was nothing they could do about it, you know?
It's unbelievable.
That's a man. That's a bad man.
If you could be anyone in sports, would you want to be Rob Gronkowski?
If I could be?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not.
That man's got a cool life. Not even
That man
he has
is
a cool life.
an overgrown child.
Yeah,
and I
that's
love
what
it.
I'm saying.
I love it. I hate the team he plays for. I hate everything about his team, but that man is a child. I have
I would
seen
love to be
him, paparazzi shots coming out the club, and fun fact, a friend of mine just met him over at the restaurant she works at.
Okay.
Pictures and everything. This dude is huge.
Oh, he's like 6'6" or
Huge.
something like that. Yeah.
Like, she's like the same height as myself, and she was up to his belly
He's
button.
probably the same height as Waka Flocka, which if you go back, go to Schnabel Productions, look back, interviewed Waka Flocka right here. This is the
And that dude,
dynamic duo. That dude's big.
that dude,
He's a big guy.
he caught me so off guard because for a majority of the interview, he was sitting down like across from us,
Yeah.
and we were having a
Perspective.
conversation.
All about perspective.
The
minute he got up,
he
like,
stood up to
whoa.
take that picture, and I said, "Oh."
That is a big man. And he challenged him to basketball, which Flocka did not participate in. That means he's 1-0. Flocka, if you're listening, 1-0.
Come find me,
1-0.
Queens, New York.
He's going to come find you.
I know, and I'm gonna regret it
I
so
hope
much.
he does listen, 'cause
I'm
he's
gonna
gonna come
regret
find
it.
you. He's like, you're here knocking on the door. It's like, who is it? Yo, Flocka.
No, I'm here. Waka from all the way, in my bedroom, coming
Squad.
from the door. Squad! And then it's over. It's over for me.
That dude was so cool.
It was.
He
It was a
the
really
coolest
good
dude.
interview.
He was a cool dude.
Thanks to Waka Flocka.
Yeah, no, shout out to him, man.
Best wishes. Shout out to him.
Yeah, thanks for having us on a year ago. That was a while ago. That was about a year ago.
About maybe a year and a half.
Not even a year and a half. No, less than a year.
Yeah.
This last fall. Definitely last
Year.
fall. But
A
that's
little less than a year.
Schnabel Productions. You'll catch it.
Been doing work, man.
Still see them warming up. We're about to leave you for a little bit. Don't worry. We'll join you again.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. Don't go rushing crying off like I was yesterday when Victor Oladipo was traded 2 days ago. I don't even know my days anymore. I was
That's
just
how
so
you know he's
sad.
hurt. He still brings it up.
I know. Yeah, I bring it up. Look, Orlando Magic blue. You know how upsetting this is? But stay right there. We're going to leave you for a little bit. We'll be back after the game. We're going to have some interviews. We're going to be joined by a bunch of these players.
LFL women.
Hope they win. I really hope they win because
Likewise.
they're 0-2 right now. They got to
They
represent
need
for
it.
New England.
No, they need it. New England needs it right now.
Boston is a winning city. The Red Sox are a winning
Yep.
team. I think the Celtics have the most championships in NBA
The
history.
Pats are winning. The
Pats are a winning team. Probably
That
the best
hurt.
winning team ever in the history of sports. The Bruins.
No. The Bruins are going through a rough time. So
But they're a
Boston,
winning team.
Boston, yeah, that's true. Boston needs this.
Yeah, they need this.
They need this. Let them have
Good
it.
luck to the women out there. I know they're not going to watch it because they're on the field, but good luck. We'll catch you after the game. We'll get some interviews, and thanks for joining us. Thanks for spending a little bit of your time with us live from the Verizon Wireless Arena, Manchester, New Hampshire. I'm
Have a
Chris
great day,
Schnabel.
everybody.
Brandon Gill. Have a great one. Peace out. Deuces.